so this is a vid on how to do the baby blanket from start to finish. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so first you need 3 balls. This is 5 ounces. Skein. This is a skein. I keep calling it a ball. This is a skein. You can get it at Michael's. Any color you want, whatever. Buy 3, but each skein has to be 5 ounces. So just look on the packaging. It has to say 5 ounces. Okay, and you buy 3 of those for 1 blanket. And you'll need another color, approximately. You won't need more than an ounce, but just, yeah, you should need more than 1 ounce if you want to do like designs and write the name and all that. So just to be safe, I would say just get a little 2 ounce, like inexpensive. They're all not expensive. This was, you know what they call it? Heart? The brand is Heart. It has a heart on it. And it's typically the less expensive brand. So yeah, okay. So first thing you first need to make a slip knot. So the way you do that is you take your yarn. I'm sure you already know how to do this if you know how to knit, but I'm just making sure. You take it, you fold it in half like that. You twirl it around like you're about to twirl. You know, I hope you can see this. You twirl it around like you're about to tie it, and you really tie it like you're about to tie a knot. You pull it through, but you don't pull it all the way through. You just pull it halfway, and then you hold that loose end so it doesn't go all the way through, and you pull the end that's still attached to the yarn. And you pull, you just make it tighter, and that's your slip knot. Then you put your needle through, and you just make it tighter. And now you need to cast on 127 stitches for this blanket. So, even though this is our, initial, we're going to count this as 1. So, your slip knot counts as your first stitch. There. And since you have a lot of stitches to cast on, this is what you do. Hold your slip knot needle in your right hand, and take your left hand, and take the long yarn that's still attached to the ball. Do not confuse, it just fell out. Do not confuse, your working yarn with your yarn you're eventually going to cut off. So you can just kind of put that to the side with the hand you're holding the slip knot needle with. So let me just tighten it up a little bit. Alright? This is what you do to go faster, to cast the stitches on faster. You hold your working yarn, you pull it, you use your thumb, and push it in. Push the yarn with your thumb, and then twist. And then stick the cast-on needle inside, from the inside, from your palm out, and pull. And that's how you do, I forgot what they call this method, the loop method or whatever. I found it on YouTube, but yeah, so if this is not helping you, you can find another video on this method. So again, take your working yarn, take your thumb, pull, take your thumb, push, just push it. You're not doing anything special, you're just pushing your thumb in, and then you twist your thumb. So you push and you twist outward, and then you stick the needle, your slip knot needle through from back to front, and slip your thumb out. I forget what they call this, a slip stitch or what. I'm going to look it up and say what it is. So, again, push the thumb in, twist, and stick the needle through from front to back, and that's it. And so far we have 4 stitches. So now I'm going to just cast on the rest and get back to you. Okay, so right now I've cast on 127 stitches. And I forgot to mention, I probably flashed it before, but you need a size 10 pair of knitting needles to do this blanket. Now, the bottom, I'm going to refer to the blanket I already finished. The bottom is seat stitch. So, you're going to need to create, this whole design. And I'm just telling you right now, you have to pay attention while you're doing this, because it's really, really easy to mess up the border and do double ribbing or something instead. It's very easy, so you have to pay attention. It was very frustrating for me. I started over like 3 times, no kidding. Okay, with the border in the bottom. Why? Because the border you have to do for the bottom. The sides are easy because you're doing that when you do every row of the blanket itself anyway. So the side border is easy. But when you're doing the bottom and the top, that's difficult because you really have to pay attention to your rows and what you're doing, what you're knitting. So all sleeve stitch is knit, purl, all the way to the end of the row. It's nothing special. You just knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. But that's all you do, knit, purl, knit, purl. And when you start your second row, you do the same thing. But I think you need an uneven number of stitches for it to come out as, for it to come out as seed stitch, or else it'll come out as single ribbing. So make sure, and you don't need to worry about that because you already know how many stitches you need, which is 127. So just knit, purl, knit one stitch, then purl the next stitch. Knit the next stitch, purl the next, and you do that all the way to the end of the row.